don't forget. See, so I don't forget
Good
like I
idea.
did last time for the first 10 minutes.
Can
That's
you hear
okay.
Autzen Stadium from your house?
You know, I can see Autzen, and if it's really loud, I can kind of hear it. If there's a lot going on and it's kind of a quiet night, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Oh man. Okay. Well, it's 10 o'clock here. That means it's time to start. So, how's everyone's studying been going?
Good.
Okay.
Okay. So,
I feel.
go ahead.
I've noticed I'm feeling some funny results, or I'm seeing some funny phenomena on LCWO where an S comes through fine, but sometimes an H will come through with three dits, and a 5 will come through with 3 dits. And I've even downloaded the MPG file, and it's sending it wrong.
Really?
It's really confusing.
That I've never heard that before. Although somebody did say that they thought that LCWO had made some mistakes. I've never noticed any, but interesting.
And today it's not doing it because I was working on it just before you restarted. So it's just, and some of it is it's JavaScript sending to my machine. And so I could blame my machine, but when it's being sent as an MPG file, that's not the same thing.
Right.
So it's a little, but it's not really a problem. It's just,
That's weird.
It just throws off my word per minute, or maybe that's words per hour.
Well, I vow to not make any mistakes tonight. I'll probably break that very, very quickly. And so
it's not a mistake.
All right. Well, so anybody else with anything else?
Yeah, I've just noticed some of the letters I see immediately, and some I still have to go through a mental translation.
That'll happen.
Quite a few, actually.
That'll happen. Are there any in particular that just?
Most of them that start with Dida, I have to really slow down and go through a mental translation.
So give me an R.
So Didadit.
Didadit.
Didadit. Didadit.
A
big part of it is saying it right.
I'm also finding that when I'm on LCWO, and I don't know if eventually this will slow me down, but when I listen, I repeat it. It'll send me a didadit, and I'll go didadit, and then I'll know it.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that's eventually you're gonna break yourself at that. You'll just, the more you practice, the faster you'll know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't do it all the time.
You know, I mean, like, for instance, if I say the word purple, you don't have to think about purple, right?
Right.
I mean, that's just become second nature. That's just getting used to something and your brain training itself.
There's a neurological circuit being built.
It is.
And that's happening here too.
Yeah.
I find that the letters that we did most recently are the ones I mix up most, except for W and G.
D, U. Yeah, it's just, repetition. Repetition. And sending them is really a significant part of it.
Yeah.
It's not just receiving them, it's sending them too, because it forces you to do it backwards.
Somebody said half an hour a day for a year before you really have it.
I think it's different for everybody. I mean, I think that would certainly do it.
Well, okay. I have fun while I'm doing it.
Yeah. Well, you got to get on the air.
I need a radio.
Yeah. All right. Well, here we go. We did something in the way of punctuation, I believe. We started with a period. Everybody remember a period?
Don't remember it.
Da 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 da.
Da 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 da.
Da 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 da.
You faded off there, Scott.
Yeah, you're very quiet now.
Yeah, well.
That's because he
I've done
switched
that.
mics.
Yeah.
I did switch mics. I did that on purpose.
I'll turn mine up.
Hold on. Let's see if I can. Okay, is that any better?
A little bit,
Not
A little
really.
bit.
not much.
Okay. Well. Okay. This is about as good as it's gonna get.
I'm going to turn you up.
Well, let me see if I can't push that microphone a little. I might be able to.
But do you have a microphone next to an oscillator? Is that what
I
you're?
do. Can you hear
Yeah.
this?
Very nicely. Very nicely.
Okay, yeah. So it's picking me up and that. So let me see. Here's the microphone. Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if I do this with it, I think that'll actually work. I just have to. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. Can you hear me now, everybody?
I
I
can hear
can
you.
hear you.
Does that sound okay or not really?
Yeah. Just
Good
need to
enough.
increase our volume.
Well, here's the oscillator.
Ouch.
Is that too loud?
For
I can
me,
turn you down.
I want to turn you down.
Now hold on. I can turn the volume down on the oscillator. Like that.
Better.
That works.
And then you can hear me a little better.
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, so we're playing with the relative audio levels. Like that.
Wasn't this good HF practice anyway?
Yeah, it is. There's lots of fade.
All we need is some white noise behind you.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna open up what I'm doing here, and okay, so everybody, what's a period again?
Da 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 da
Da-da,
da
da-da.
da.
Da.
Da 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 da. Okay, so there's a couple more things that we're going to add, and one of them is we're going to add the letter K. So K has a special meaning, and we're going to get to that in just a second. So everybody copy this, and we'll see if we can get it. Ready? Here we go. Okay, I'm going to make a minor adjustment on my keys here. There we go. Should reduce the spacing a little bit. Okay, did anybody copy that?
CQ, 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 and then I got lost.
You got lost. Why'd you get lost?
Yeah. Well, I stopped understanding a little bit after whatever immediately came next.
Well, what do you think came next?
Probably a call sign.
Oh, I heard a K.
Yeah, but there was something before that.
You mean before?
Listen again.
Did it?
E.
From.
E.
Oh, from.
That's
Oh,
from.
Oh, okay.
And then how about the call sign?
K6 something.
I'm going to send the call sign again.
Mm-mm. Two.
Who got it?
K2.
First three and the last.
Yeah, okay. What'd you get?
Do the call sign again. Okay.
K27.
That's not a two.
I got KJ7.
KJ.
Oh,
Okay. KJ7.
KJ7.
oh, so okay.
What's the suffix?
And then did it.
I.
And da did it.
Oh, you're sending it to
And
me.
da da.
Did it, dotted it, da da.
KJ7 something ending in an M.
Yeah.
I.
Yep.
M.
So
Da, did it.
KJ7 IDM.
KJ7 IDM. Okay.
No.
Followed by
K.
K. And then in this
Oh,
case,
K.
what does K mean?
Back to you.
Nope. Because you're calling CQ. That's the end of the call, and please, anybody respond.
Ah.
So you're calling, you announce your call sign, and then you do a K saying, I'm done for now. Anybody out there to respond?
Yep.
Okay.
K means anybody, please respond.
Oh, so a single K at the end means I'm break,
Yep. I'm listening for a call.
or actually an over.
No, it's not really over. It's just I'm done and listening because you're not specifically turning it over to anyone.
Oh, okay. Over, which we don't use, is in the middle of a QSO.
Yeah.
Whereas K is I'm listening.
I'm trying to find a contact. Okay, so here's the reply. Here we go. Okay, everybody. I switched microphones. All right. Who got that? Did anybody hear something they did not recognize? And don't say I didn't recognize all of it. Did anybody
Half
hear
of it.
something in specific that they didn't recognize? So what was the first part?
The first part was the call sign.
Yep. And what was the call sign again?
KJ.
7.
Yeah.
Okay, 7.
IDM.
IDM.
M.
Yep.
And then the DE.
DE. Dotted it.
Got that.
It. Okay.
Okay.
Who wants to take a crack at the call sign after that?
I got lost on that.
Let's try to piece it together, everybody.
W7.
Well, it was a
Yeah.
W.
Oh,
Shall I do that again?
Dotted, dotted.
Dotted it, dotted. Okay. Now, what were the letters? What was the call sign around that? You got the W.
Yeah. And the 4.
W4. Yeah,
OR
Oh.
something.
I think it's an L.
it was. It was W4ORL. And then the next thing again was dotted it, dotted. Right. Okay. So if everybody looks in the chat, you will see that a pro sign is a procedural signal. So, for instance, if I'm going to write a procedural signal for a break, it actually looks like this. It's BT with a line over it. Da 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 da. We're familiar with that one. Da 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 da. That's also written as an equal sign. The line over it means it's a pro sign, which is a procedural sign. And that also means that it's slurred. So, for instance, if I were to write this, can everybody see that? DN?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's hear a D, everybody.
Dotted it.
And what's an N?
Dotted.
Dotted.
Got it. Okay, now put them together without a break.
Dotted.
Dotted.
Dotted it, dotted. Okay, that is also written as this.
Uh-huh.
A
That's a
slash?
slash. Yep.
Yes.
Dotted it, dotted. So that is the Morse code symbol. That is the Morse code character for a slash.
Shave it a haircut.
Yep. So after the slash, we did this. Dotted it, dotted.
6.
Okay, so what was the call sign, everybody?
W4ORL/6.
And what is the /6 what does that mean?
He's currently in California.
Currently in California. Yep. Okay. Good. And at the end of that, we also heard this. Everyone get that?
Dotted.
Dotted, dotted. So clearly that's a different symbol altogether, and it looks like this.
Okay, that would be a
Everyone see that KN?
KN. Oh,
Dotted, dotted.
yeah. KN.
Now, K means I'm passing it over to anybody. KN means I'm passing it over specifically to the person I'm having a conversation with, or that I've called. So that's another procedural sign for I'm passing it back to you. So in voice, that would be, for instance, KK7HAQ, this is N7JI, over to you. So that's what that means. KN all run together. So what does that sound like, everyone?
You just lost me.
All right. So
Da-di-da, da-da,
da-da-da-da,
da-di-da-da.
da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, gosh.
So that's a KN.
Okay.
Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Okay. Who wants to try that?
I lost.
Well, give me what you got.
Well, it started out with the call sign.
Okay, let's repeat them again.
And then I got the
Right, so W4ORL
equals break.
slash
What is
6
the equal again?
from KJ7 IDM. Oh, let me switch microphones. There we go. W4ORL slash 6 from KJ7 IDM. And what was after that?
That's where I lost.
Did we get a da-da-da-da-da?
Hmm.
And what
Yeah.
is da-da-da-da-da again?
X?
Nope.
No.
The
P.
most it's da-da-da-da-da. It's the most common symbol that you'll hear in a conversation on the air.
BT.
That's a break sign.
Oh.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you continued after the break.
I did.
So
Who
that's
wants-
like a new line.
Yep, that's a new thought.
Aha.
All right, who wants to do it?
Not all TTY break.
Who wants to give it a try? Does nobody want to give it a try?
No, I got lost there. No.
No,
If you need a repeat.
Okay, here we go.
repeat isn't even gonna help me.
This is slow
Hardly,
one.
it's just too fast for me. It's like, what?
Joanna, I can almost guarantee I'm tireder than you.
You can almost what?
I can almost guarantee I'm tireder than you today. It's been 90 degrees here every day.
Well, I'm not saying I'm tireder. I'm saying that I'm just overwhelmed.
Well, here we go. It's all just
All
letters.
right.
It's all just letters. And
This
numbers.
is too fast for me.
Here we go.
That one I got. I got
Yep.
the last.
All right. Who wants to try it?
Guess.
What was the first letter? What was the first word? It was two letters.
Oh,
Where'd your audio go?
What do you mean?
There you go. You were way, I could barely hear your words.
Yeah, I had to switch microphones.
Oh, okay.
All right. Somebody want to take a crack at it?
Well, I didn't get the first word in there, but what I picked up on was the tail end of it. Thanks for the call.
Okay, what did you get for the first characters?
DST. DIST.
Okay,
But
you've got to be careful where the breaks between words are because it's not that wrong. Who else wants to try?
I thought the first letter was a G.
It was a G.
G.
You.
U.
No?
No.
I did again.
M.
M.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
And
Good morning.
good morning.
Oh, gosh.
The light came on.
Okay, and then after that,
Oh, it's EST.
yeah. Well, no, it's not EST. It's ES. Okay, how about after that? Did I hear somebody say thanks for the call?
Yep.
Okay, and thanks was spelled
ENX.
TNX. So this is, and what was the punctuation at the end of that line?
Period.
It was. This is what we said. So what does ES mean? More shorthand. Morse
And
code,
the signal, who knows?
Morse code shorthand for and.
Say again for what?
Morse code shorthand for and.
Oh, oh.
So good morning and thanks for the call.
Oh,
Now, how do you get ES and?
Because that's the way it is. In French it's et. I mean a is de is from and es or et is and. So
that, yeah.
you can blame the telegraphers who did this over the last 180 years.
Because they didn't have an and sign. Yeah.
Yep, that's right. There was no ampersand on the air. All right, here comes.
And there's no equals. I mean, there's no plus mark either.
Wow,
You can't do arithmetic.
correct. I'm sure you can somehow. All right, here we go. Okay, that's the next line. Switch microphones. That was the next line. Who wants to start it?
GR
Yeah, you are.
You are.
or you are?
Shorthand for
You are.
You are.
your.
Oh. RST?
RST, readability signal tone. So there's a
Oh.
signal report coming.
Is
Who got the signal report?
5, 6.
5, 6, 9.
Okay,
5,
and what
6,
was
9.
right? What was the 9 sent as?
And
Yep.
N.
So that was sent as shorthand for the number 9.
Oh, you got me. And then you did it twice.
Did it twice as a
Okay.
repeat. Okay. How about after that?
I might have missed something in there, but I saw a town.
Yeah.
Squim.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
did.
Okay, so I didn't miss anything in there.
Nope.
Squim.
Did you get in?
In
In Squim, Washington.
Squim. Okay, and what was between this? What was between Squim and Washington?
Comma.
A comma. Have we done a comma yet?
Oh,
no.
Okay. This is a comma.
uh,
Da 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 da.
uh,
Da, 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 da.
Feel free to do it out loud. Okay, so that's Sequim, Washington. Does anybody want to repeat on that, or should I keep going with the next line?
Go ahead and keep going.
Okay,
Yeah, keep going.
here we go. Okay, how about that one?
Ah, got it.
Take it.
I think
Go ahead.
Whoever wants to do it, let's hear it.
My name is Ollie. Ollie.
Yep.
And then appear.
And then, it wasn't a period.
Oh, okay.
Da 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 da
Perfect.
da.
that's the break.
That's the break.
Hmm. I broke.
Okay, everybody got Ollie?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, here we go. Okay,
You're moving too fast for me.
it was just the call signs again. Anyone catch the call signs?
First one, W5ORL.
Oh, W4.
Yeah.
It was the same call sign.
W4.
ORL. You get the slash this time? Dotted
Yeah.
it, dotted. /6. And you heard, did we get DE?
Yes.
I got
Yes.
the
Okay, and the call sign, the second call sign again, KJ7. India Delta
GM.
Mike. And what was at the end of it?
Didn't get it.
What was, it's back to you. Here it is.
Oh, can.
Okay, back to you.
Ah,
Okay.
gosh.
All right, here we go. Well, that's why we have more time to practice. Here we go. Okay. Let's hear what
Ah.
we got. Let's hear what we got.
The KJ7 IDM DE from W6ORL.
Or W4, right?
W4. Why am I putting 6 in?
/6.
/6. Yep.
6.
Okay. How about after that?
2 R's.
2 R's.
There's
What
Roger,
is-
Roger.
Or either Roger or received. You can do 1 R. Some people do 2. Some people do 3. It's an excited, I got it.
Excited.
It's an excited, I got it. Okay. How about after that?
ES.
Yeah.
Yep. What does ES mean again?
Yes. Oh.
And
That's shorthand for and.
And
Yep.
GM, good morning.
Good morning.
And then the
Is that Dr. Ollie?
Close. It is DR. Right? That's shorthand for dear.
Dear Ollie.
Yep.
Now, why would he say Dear Ollie?
Well, why not?
Okay.
People
Just
do that. Okay, here we go. There's what it looks like. Here we go. Okay,
name here is Maggie.
Maggie, and it's repeated twice, right?
Yeah.
All right, very good.
So is that typical in a conversation to repeat your name twice?
Typically, yeah, the first time. Or the time that you're going to say it, because you don't want them to mess it up. Although if the signals, if the signals are good, maybe you don't. But most people do.
Okay.
Okay, next, here we go. Switching back. Okay, how about that one?
FM?
It was not FM. You're running them together a
Hmm.
little bit. What was that first word? Everybody? Anyone?
QTH.
Yes.
Ah,
And QTH is
Azusa, California.
Azusa, California. And how many times was it said? How many times was it said? It was said twice. And what was in between Azusa and CA?
Comma?
A
There was a
comma.
comma.
Yes, there's the comma. The divider between city and state. And then after each time Maggie said Azusa, California, there was a break thrown in. Da 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 da. Okay. Here we go. Back to it. Okay.
Your RST is 579 repeated.
Yep.
But some, and then I lost it.
QSJ.
What do you think? What do you think you got? But somewhat.
QSB.
QSB.
Oh, okay. I had the SB.
And what is QSB? Anyone know what QSB is?
Some sort of interference or
Yeah, some sort.
Fading.
fading? Okay.
That's fading. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm just going to ask. Did everybody here besides me sneezing?
No.
Did everybody hear this right there? Did everyone get that? Now, what is that symbol? Did it, did it? Anyone know that one yet?
No.
Did it, did it? Okay, so let's look at let's look at what was said before that. Okay, so what was at the beginning of that? There, what was sent at the beginning of that right there?
I got HW.
which
Yeah.
means how.
The QSB.
HW, what was after how? Da 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 da. Ken,
Copy.
how copy?
Uh,
And then after that,
Old man.
yeah.
OM. How copy OM question mark. How copy old man? I'm going to send it again. Here we go.
Question mark.
That was a question mark. So how copy old man? And here's the end of that over. Okay, who wants to take that one?
Oh,
Somebody.
the KJ7 IDM from W4 ORL
Yep,
/6.
yep. And what was the last thing sent?
Didn't get it.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Just say it out loud. Da 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 da. That means back over to you. That's the KN. That means back over to you.
Oh, okay.
Da 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 da. So this is what I put in chat, what we just did tonight. So everybody give yourself a big round of applause, even if you didn't do perfectly. Because so far, that's, about half of a contact right there. And there's some new punctuation. And there's some new pro signs. And there's a lot of shorthand. Notice a lot of shorthand.
Hmm.
Remember in the very first class, I said that Morse code is really two things. There's the character set, which is basically learning the new alphabet. And then there's the language, right? So the first part, which I said we were going to do was learn the characters, basically learn the alphabet. After that, it's about learning the language. And while you can certainly have a conversation using plain language over Morse code, this is much more common to have a contact that's basically sent in the language of Morse code.
Scott, Friday night, the other gentleman was showing the logbook, and he was saying how a contact might, take like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of pro sign and lingo used at
yeah.
that time? Okay.
Yeah, it was just really, really, really slow.
Okay.
And I did that too. I mean, my logbook, I can actually go back. Hold on, let me see here if I can pull those up, because I actually put all of my QSL, all of my contacts, all the way back to 1986 in my log on Logbook of the World. So let's see. There we go. My QSOs all the way back to the beginning. And let's see. Starting date 1986 0101. Ending date 1986 12/31. Let's just take a look back in history. Oh, there we go. All the way back to 1986. KA8QKV. That was the first person I ever contacted as a novice. And so probably very little in the way of details, but I can tell you that if I go back to this, you will see that that first contact was at 1350 UTC. The next one was at 1425 the next day. The next one was the next day. And notice there was like, one a day. And this one was at 0400 on the 19th. This one was at 0450. And very likely these were actually back to back. So that first one was like 45 minutes long. And after having a 45-minute long contact, in a lot of cases, I didn't really want to have too many more long contacts, It's tiring. Like, this one right here, that's 0510 followed by one at 0530. And that was 20 minutes, and the second one was probably half an hour. So it takes a long time, so to give you some idea of, like, this past weekend was sweepstakes CW. And let's look at my most recent QSLs. Oh, maybe I didn't put them up yet. I guess they're not up yet. I guess I was a slacker. Let's go back to, I'm gonna think, when the last contest was. Actually, let me just go and, no, you know what? I know I did an upload. Where the heck are those? Well, I don't know what happened to them, so I guess I'll have to do them again. So in a period of, let's say, an hour, I could do 50 or 60 contacts now. And there's a lot of dead time in there. It's just a case of becoming comfortable enough with going faster that it's more comfortable to go fast now, like a lot faster. But you should, get out there, and the way to get better at doing something is to do it. And if you live up in the Portland area, you've got a net every night, actually. At 7:00, you've got a slow code net. And for a lot of other people, if you want to have a contact on the air, there are lots of ways to do it. You just got to put up a wire and, even just send out an email to somebody who's here or something, and, work on an 80-meter contact or something like that, or a 10-meter contact, or just some way to get you some practice on the air.
Okay.
So you guys got any other thoughts? I'm gonna let all that sink in. I have a whole second half of the contact, but I'm not gonna start on it now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is there a pro sign when you ask somebody to repeat something?
The most common thing you would say is this. Everyone get that?
The question mark.
Question mark, or a little more verbose. What'd you get for that?
One more time.
What did you guys get?
No, again?
AGN?
Yeah.
AGN is shorthand for again. So AGN question mark means please send it again.
Okay.
I heard that a lot this week, this past weekend during sweepstakes. Like a lot. You know, looking for fills.
You were too fast for them?
No, I was actually I was running QRP. And so a lot of times my signal was not particularly strong. And so I would get a lot of like, huh? Because there were, there were multiple pieces of information to get across. So sometimes it took a little bit longer to get that information across. Let me see if this is so weird. I wonder though. Oh, here we go. Okay. I found the cache of all the contacts on from sweepstakes. So like oh, they're not in order. That's the problem. Let's go in order. So I don't want most recent QSLs. I want most recent QSOs. Okay. So like here's one at 1617. Here's another one at 1617, then 1620, 1621, 1622, 1625, 26, 27, 30, 31, 33, 35, 36. So it's a little bit different than a contact taking 20 minutes or 40 minutes.
Now, why 15 meters?
Because 15 was open.
Okay. Did QRP play a part in choosing 15?
Well, part of it is that 15, if you do you operate a lot of 15?
No, not recently, no.
Okay, 15 is a very, very good band. What I found is that 20 tends to have a lot of traffic, and 20 gets kind of crowded. If 15 is open, 15 is a much better band for operating low power. Like someone will have, let's say, a 3-element beam on 20 and 4 or 5 elements on 15. So they naturally can pick you up a little bit better. And I think the band is just a little bit quieter and it's a little wider as well. So it's a little more spread out. And also because if 15 is open, it's closer to the maximum usable frequency than 20 is going to be. So it's going to be a little better. Now, 10 was also open this weekend. And I had some decent luck on 10, but 15 was the money band this weekend. For whatever reason. It was just really, really open coast to coast.
And were you using your loop?
No, that was from home. So that was just wire antenna up in the trees. So my total count was about 3 hours and 50 minutes, and I really wanted 100 contacts. I only ended up with 98.
Oh,
yeah. But
how long is your wire?
I've got one that's 132 feet, and that one goes largely from east to west, and the other one is 66 feet, so it's a half wave on 40, and that goes north-south.
Are you doing these end fed?
No, center fed with ladder line.
Oh.
I'm going to stop recording.